On this 38th day of the federal government shutdown, more of the things many Americans rely on are being disrupted.
And it's already affected, of course, services, food distribution, and now many flights. And we welcome in CBS News Justice Correspondent Scott MacFarlane. Scott, thank you for your time, as always. So we know about the 10% reduction in flight traffic at 40 major airports across the country. Is that something that could change? Could that number actually go higher?
Yeah, the Department of Transportation has made pretty clear that this is a cascading issue where it's going to worsen as days go by in terms of the volume of flights or the reliability of the schedule of flights. They're trying to keep things 100% safe, they argue, which with the shortage of air traffic controllers and this impasse in the federal government means they'll have to scale back the permissible flights. This is the one thing that the federal government cannot bandage up during the shutdown. They've managed to keep paychecks coming to the military. That alleviates some pain. They've managed to continue, at least partially, supplementary nutritional assistance going out, though that's tenuous, but it alleviates pain. They can't bridge this gap with air traffic controllers. So here's an inflection point. Does this instigate, trigger some real negotiations in Washington? I got to tell you, as the afternoon ends and as the week ends here in D.C., there are no verifiable negotiations.
Scott, already thousands of travelers have been affected by this. Has the FAA shared how exactly the airlines determine which flights to cancel?
Yeah, some of this is going to be a moving target. How things get canceled, how things get changed is something they can't lock in too far in advance. I think the Department of Transportation and the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, have been trying to be unequivocal about this. Expect there to be some level of disruption or some level of cancellation beyond what you know already. But that's a pain point that is just not sustainable as we go into the Thanksgiving holiday when so many folks got to fly into Buffalo or have to fly out of Buffalo. You can't be having these cascading cancellations and people go unscathed.
Let's turn now to SNAP benefits. You were indicating, of course, that's another pain point, right, that a lot of Americans are facing. We, of course, are seeing that locally here. We see nonprofits. We see other agencies try to step up and help people. What kind of discussions are you perhaps maybe learning of in terms of any type of continuing resolution maybe to help people who rely on SNAP?
This has not triggered a breakthrough either, but a lot of this unexpectedly is going through the courts. A federal judge in Rhode Island ordered the Trump administration to make out payments to supplementary nutritional programs, even though the Trump administration has countered that they can't and has challenged that matter in the court. All that is politically unprecedented, but some of this is a legal landmine, although it is in so many senses apolitical. It unifies everybody. SNAP benefits are needed, whether you live in the city, whether you live in upstate New York, you live in Brooklyn, you live in Buffalo. Everybody has some skin in the game here. So there is this incentive, if not this mandate, for a breakthrough.
One last question for you, Scott. Here we are, day 38. Does it seem like there is any progress on Capitol Hill at this point? Are we still looking at no end in sight?
Those elections on Tuesday, big wins by Democrats, may have prolonged this. Everybody believes the other side's losing more.
All right, CBS News Justice Correspondent Scott MacFarlane, thank you as always.
Thank you.